Now, the strength and resilience of our financial system is one of the big things that we've got going for us in an uncertain global environment. But that doesn't mean that the system is perfect. Let's be blunt about that. Our regulatory frameworks and infrastructure haven't kept up with the big trends and transitions happening in finance. And I think that's especially the case when it comes to the digital economy and to payments more specifically. Our policies, our regulations, they predate the development of mobile payments. The infrastructure that a lot of businesses and governments use for functions like payroll, the bulk electronic clearing system, is clunky, it's inefficient, and it's cumbersome to maintain. And we haven't had a coherent, sensible strategy to phase out costly means of exchange like cheques, something that's already been achieved in other economies like ours. So our strategy, our agenda, is to address and resolve these issues, to remove the barriers that are inhibiting the development of a modern payment system. But our plan for payments is about a lot more than just triaging the problems that we face right now or playing catch up and patch up with the system. It's about setting us up for the future as well, recognising that the opportunities that exist at the intersection of the digital economy and payments and the sectors represented here represent a gateway towards the more efficient, competitive, productive and innovative economy that we want to build together. So let me take a few minutes to put today's announcements into this slightly broader context. Now, 4 weeks ago yesterday, we handed down the second budget of the Albanese government, a set of initiatives to deal with our immediate challenges while laying a foundation for future growth in our economy. Now, we found a way to do this in the context of some pretty significant headwinds. Inflation falling from its peak but expected to remain higher than we'd like for longer than we'd like. An economy due to slow substantially over the next year because of interest rate rises, another rate rise yesterday of course, but also because of difficult global conditions, as well as persistent structural pressures on our budget as well. And that's why we put such a premium in the budget on responsibility. And our efforts mean that we're expecting the first surplus in 15 years, then smaller deficits and less debt than forecast in the March budget last year. Now, just as important as all of that, though, is the strategy that we put in place for growth, to expand our productive capacity through investments in the energy transformation, skills, housing, small business, but also the vast opportunities of the digital economy. Digitisation and new developments in technology like AI have the potential to unleash a new wave of productivity improvements in our economy. And that's why our strategy is about embracing this shift in ways that contribute to strong, sustainable and inclusive economic growth.